Hello students. So today we are going to study Julius Caesar, Act 1, Scene 1, Scene 2, line number 25 to 36. Well, in this scene, we see Caesar enters in procession. Glorious Caesar comes accompanied by Antony, Calpurnia, and others. He advises Antony to touch Calpurnia during his Lupercalian run so that she may be cured of her barrenness. A soothsayer warns Caesar against the Ides of March, but Caesar ignores the warning. Brutus is absent from the festival, and Cassius drops out of the procession. He begins to persuade Brutus to think of the political degradation of Rome when one man, that is, Julius Caesar, was dominating over all. He asks Brutus to take the lead against Caesar's ambitious designs. He appeals to Brutus's character, patriotism, and ancestry. He starts the conspiracy by seeking the support of Brutus. By subtle flattery of Brutus and abuse of Caesar, Cassius finally prevails upon Brutus to give his assent to a plan of liberation of Rome from the autocracy of Julius Caesar. Casca returns and gives them an ironical description of Caesar's refusing the kingly crown. Cassius himself shows all his characteristics of the prime conspirator. We have already seen that the tribunes, Flavius and Marulus, who belong to Pompey's party, are afraid of Caesar's increasing powers, who do have no sympathy for Caesar, rebuke the people most vehemently, chase them home. They drive them away from the street, for they do not want Caesar to be shown any mark of honor. But in this scene, we shall see that Caesar's appearance, close upon Flavius's words, bears out of, rather than disprove the two tribunes' fears. With masterly economy, Shakespeare creates the atmosphere of an oriental court with fawning flatterers and cringing attendants. Right. Well, students, before we start to study the scene, you must note down some of the points which may be drawn out from this scene. Number one, Caesar's assumption of dictatorial role is well indicated. He is not only all powerful, but apparently all knowing. It gives motive for the conspiracy. Number two, the motive and the manner of the conspiracy are set forth, as well as the main persons concerned in it. Third, the motive of Cassius and Brutus is made clear from the beginning. Fourth, the episode of the offer of the crown to Caesar makes the emerging conflict real and immediate. Right, let us start. We see that Brutus and Cassius are there. Well, so Cassius, will you go see the order of the course? Cassius says, will you go see the order of the course? The order of the course. The order of the course means procedures of the race, the way in which the proceedings are conducted, the program to be followed in the games. Cassius says, will you go see the order of the course? Means he says, will you go and see the manner in which the race is going to run? Will you not go and see who wins the race? Brutus. What he says? Not I. Brutus says, not I. Brutus says, oh no, I will not. No, I am not going there. Cassius, We see now Cassius says, what he says, I pray you do. I pray you do. Cassius says, I pray you do. Cassius, I would beseech you to go there. I would request you to do so. Brutus, I am not gamesome. I do lack some part of that quick spirit that is in Antony. Let me of not hinder, Cassius, your desires. I'll leave you. Okay, let us see the meanings. Gamesome means fond of sports or games. Do lack, see the words, do lack means am without, am without, am without. Part means element, element. Then quick spirit, let's see the meanings first. Quick spirit means liveliness, gaiety, lively humor, fondness for gaiety. Brutus regards this as a defeat in his nature. Antony's character is also suggested, a man of levity. Who? Antony. He is fond of sports and games. The whole speech breathes disgust at the scene just witnessed. Okay, then next, your desires. See the words, your desires means to follow the games, to follow the games. Hinder, see the word, hinder means oppose, oppose. Now let us see the full saying of Brutus. Brutus says, I am not gamesome. I do lack some part of that quick spirit that is in Antony. Let me not hinder, Cassius, your desires. I will leave you. Okay, so Brutus says, I am not gamesome, means I am not fond of games. I do lack some part of that spirit that is in Antony, means I am without the liveliness of Antony. I have not that lively disposition of sportsman which is in Antony. Let me not hinder, Cassius, your desires. I leave you means let me not prevent you going to the course. You are free to do what you like. Let me not keep you from your wish to see the games. Cassius, I will leave you. Brutus says, let's see once again, I am not gamesome. I do lack some part of that quick spirit that is in Antony. Let me not hinder, Cassius, your desires. I will leave you. Well, Cassius, Brutus. So finally, what Brutus says, I'm not fond of games and sports. I'm without the liveliness of Antony. I do not have that lively disposition of a sportsman which is in Antony. Let me not prevent your going to the course. Let me not keep you from your wish to see the games. You are free to do what you like. Cassius, I will leave you. Okay. Cassius, next, Cassius says, what he says, I do deserve you now of late. I have not from your eyes that gentleness and show of love as I was wont to have. You bear too stubborn and strange a hand over your friend that loves you. Okay, so what he says, let us check the meanings first. Late, late, see the word late means recently. Late means recently. Well, then show, that show and show of love. Show, see the word, means demonstration, display. As, which, as means which, wont, W-O-N-T, wont, accustomed. Students, you must write down the meanings in the textbook itself. I would suggest you that. won't accustomed, stubborn. See the word stubborn. Stubborn means harsh. Harsh. Strange means unfamiliar. Unfamiliar. Hand means attitude. Means attitude. Let's see the lines once more. Cassius says, Brutus, I do observe you now of late. I am not from your eyes that gentleness and show of love as I was wont to have. You bear too stubborn and too strange a hand over your friend, that loves you. Okay, so Cassius says, let us see line by line. Cassius says, Brutus, I do observe you now of late. I have not from your eyes that gentleness and show of love as I was wont to have. Okay, Cassius says, Brutus, I have been watching you sometimes past, and I must say that I do not find those looks of love and affection which I was accustomed to get from your formerly. Students, see once again. He says, Brutus, I have been watching you recently. I do not get from you nowadays that affectionate consideration which I used to have from you. Cassius continues. He further says, what he says, see, you bear too stubborn and too strange a hand over your friend that loves you. Okay, so Cassius says, you show a very unsympathetic and distant attitude to a friend who loves you. Once again, Cassius says, he continues to say, you now treat your friend with harshness and distance of manner, which he has done nothing to deserve. Okay, students, let us see the line. Too stubborn, see the line, too stubborn and too strange a hand. Okay, what exactly Cassius wants to say about the behavior of Brutus? He means a manner that is too harsh and unfriendly. According to Macmillan, Cassius compares himself to a horse and Brutus to a rider, stubborn. The word expresses a heavy as opposed to a light hand in driving. The idea is you do not extend your hands in friendship and cordiality, but you act as a stranger to me. So, we have completed line number 25 to 36 of Act 1, Scene 2. Once again, let me remind you all students that while listening to my explanation, I would advise to keep the text or the textbook in your hand along with a pencil. While the explanation will go on, you should go on writing the meanings or the significance of the words which we will cross. In case you miss out anything, I would advise you to rewind the audio and listen again and again so that it becomes easy for you to understand the play. In my next video, I shall move ahead with the next lines. I advise you to subscribe my channel and press the like button so that you may get the next episode. Thank you. All the best. Jai Hind.